What's going on, family? We are officially on the journey to 1 million subscribers, and my team and I are giving away $30,000 to help you pay off your consumer debt. That's right. 3 E3 community members will each get $10,000 to wipe out their consumer debt. Now, do you want in? It's simple. All you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my email list by going to anthonyoneil.com and clicking on the Join the Community tab. That's 100% it. Check this out. At 940,000 subscribers, we're surprising one lucky person live on my show with the first $10,000, and we're going to give that person a financial makeover before paying off their debt. So, before we get to today's show, hit that subscribe button and let's hit it a million strong before my birthday, July 1st. All right? Love you all. Let's get to the show.
Breaking news.
And we begin with the breaking news from Wall Street. Trading has been underway now for just...
In 2025, I am not complaining about this administration. Let me say that one more time. I'm not complaining about Donald Trump and his administration. You are the president of, watch this, your family. Once we get done protesting, what in the heck are we doing at home? Don't go broke trying to look rich, y'all. Don't go broke trying to even chase your dreams. Clarity equals action. Let me say it one more time. Nearly 34% of African Americans are close to 50-something% of white people. I don't want to just make $1 million. I want to be worth $1 million. Oh my gosh, this is not even on my nose. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna say it one more time. Your money should be working harder than you. Man, if I had to start all the way over and figure out a way to build a net worth of $1 million, there's a few things that I would do. And when I think about it from the very beginning, I would move with a little bit more urgency. But before I get into these things and before we get into today's show, I want to thank you all for being a part of our E3 community. You know, studies are showing that nearly 60% of you all who are actually watching this right now are not subscribed to the channel. At the time of recording today's show, man, we have eclipsed over 930,000 subscribers, and we are on the journey to hitting 1 million E3 community members. So listen, before we get into today's show, please, thank you so much for rocking with us. But we're going to be giving away $30,000 to our E3 community members, not just to the people who are viewing our channel, but to the people who are subscribed to our YouTube channel and to our E3 email list. All you gotta do is hit that subscribe button. Then after you hit the subscribe button, go over to anthonyoneil.com and click on join the community. Give us your first name and your email address, and that's how we're gonna be notifying you if you are one of the 3 individuals who have paid off $10,000. Listen, in the time of a new administration, in the time of inflation at an all-time high, and especially in the time where the cost of living is going up tremendously, I know you can use an extra $10,000. And it's because of you all that I have a job. It is because of you all, the 1 million subscribers that we have, that I'm able to employ Black and brown brothers and sisters and give them a freedom to enjoy their families while also making a great living. So thank you for being part of that. And also, y'all, do not forget to grab my latest book, #1 national best-selling book, The Table with Anthony O'Neill. Go to anthonyoneil.com to get your copy of that book. But hey, if I had to start all the way over again, let me tell y'all something right now. In 2025, I am not complaining about this administration. Let me say that one more time. I'm not complaining about Donald Trump and his administration. I see that we got, senators doing long speeches, and I'm all for that. Do what you feel is best. I'm all for the protests. I'm all for it all. But here's my thing. Once we get done protesting, what in the heck are we doing at home? I've said this on a couple of my lives, and don't forget, you all, at least 2 times a week, I'm going live every single week, updating you on current topics and having a conversation of listening. This is what's going on. This is how it applies to our home. Here is the motivation for us to keep on moving. But as I'm on these lives, I'm constantly reminding you all that, yo, listen, you are the president of your house. You are the president of your life. You are the president of, watch this, your family. So before we can blame and we can call out Donald Trump, daggone it, you got to call out you, because the time is now. You have to move with urgency. You see, too many people are waiting for the perfect moment to build wealth. We're waiting for Donald Trump to say this and to do this. We're waiting for that moment that it just makes sense. But the perfect moment never exists. I don't know when it was ever a perfect moment, because watch this, millionaires are not built in perfect moments. Millionaires don't wait for perfect moments. They take action. When everyone sees a problem, we see an opportunity. We take action. So you all, not you all, because I don't want to say this is you watching specifically, but a lot of us need to stop procrastinating. Wealth building can start today, not someday. Not tomorrow. Wealth building can start today. How, Anthony? Let me tell you how. Get crystal clear on your goals. By the end of this video, I want you to write down your financial goals. Could be getting out of debt. How much debt are you in? How much do you want to save? What is the exact dollar amount? You see, for me, clarity equals action. Clarity, when you're clear on what you want to do, that produces action. Because when you have a clear vision, when you have a clear why, when you know exactly what you want to do, you are quicker to take action because you have clarity. You see, one of the things that I do all the time is I audit my time. I audit my time. I'm not sitting here trying to balance my time. I audit my time because my schedule should reflect my priorities. So what's on my time throughout the day, it should reflect my priorities. If I look at your day and you wrote down everything you did for the last, I'll say 8 to 12 hours while you're awake during a daytime, if you were on Instagram, if you were looking at the news, if you were complaining about Donald Trump, if you were complaining about what your boss did, if your entire day is non-productive, then that means your priority is not financial freedom. That means that your priority is not wealth building. That means that your priority is being nosy and being a complainer and being an average person. And your priority is not being above average. Your priority is not being above what the average and the normal person does. No, you're going to blend right on in. And this is why I'm always suggesting to people that you cut distractions and you lock in. You cut distractions and you lock in. You have to commit to execution. I'm trying to say this respectfully because I'm still good friends with this young lady, and I hate doing this, and I don't want to. I'm gonna paraphrase this story because I mean I don't want this, but I remember it was a long time ago, it was a while ago. I was dating a young lady, and I decided to go and to get some mentorship from a friend. And my mentor, I paid him $5,000 for the day to sit down with me to go over, some things that I want to execute within inside of my company. And so we started at 7 a.m. and ended at 7 p.m. Because we started at 7 a.m. Watch this, I was locked in. I woke up, we went to breakfast, and we just dialed in. We locked in. So because of that, I remember telling my team, I was like, hey, I'm going to be out of pocket today. I need y'all to trust that you all will handle the things that need to happen within the business. At the time, I was getting to know a young lady, and I didn't call her that morning. I didn't call her that afternoon, and I called her when I got to the airport, and her first response was like, I was like, what's up? She was like, I mean, you couldn't call me? And I was like, I could have, but I was locked in. I was dialed in. And for one day, for just a period of 10 hours, I wanted to cut all distractions and just really dial in, especially with the money that I invested into this day and time. And I did feel a little bad. I'm not gonna lie, because I could have texted her maybe like, hey, good morning. I'm just locked in today. Hey, but I did tell her the day before. I was like, hey, I'm flying out to this particular city. I'm gonna be in this particular city. I'm just gonna be locked in with my mentor and his team. And so I just want to let you know, I may not be able to call. But then the next day, this particular young lady said, hey, I felt offended by that, because how can you really care about somebody and not call them? And I said, well, I did call you. I just didn't call you in the morning time because I was locked in. Because one thing I've realized, you guys, thinking about success will not make you wealthy. And you got to have people connected to you that will not be a distraction from the assignment that God has called you to. See, a lot of people think that this is just a job for me. No. This is a mission. This is an assignment. This is a priority that I am blessed to do, but it also pays my bills. It also employs other people, Black and brown people specifically. And so when I got to lock in for 10 hours, I'm gonna lock in, because here's something that's going to sound so mean, but it's real. And this is something that I'm working on myself, trying to get a better understanding of it. But it's like, I'm pretty sure all the brothers would agree. We get the complaint that we couldn't call or text, but we don't get the complaint when we can spend a week, 2 weeks with you out of town that you didn't pay for. We don't get a complaint, oh my God, you spent too much time for me for 2 weeks straight. But we get a complaint, Ed, that we couldn't call you for 8 hours. No, I'm locked in. I'm locked in because I want to build wealth for my family, so I can be locked in with my family and not have to work sun up to sundown. So what am I doing? I'm using the right tools. I'm using the right people. I'm locked in. I don't want to be normal, so I'm not going to do what normal people do. No. I'm cutting all distractions. I'm off Instagram throughout the day. Y'all can see we're not posting a lot of my Instagram because I'm like, I don't want to be on there. I want to build. I got a studio that I'm building. I'm back in school. I'm going for my PhD. I'm starting something amazing with my school. I got this brand new studio. I'm trying to get built out to help other creators. I got a huge thing that I'm doing that's going to help put $10,000 to $15,000 inside of your pocket. I'm going to be announcing that here right around the July, August timeframe. And I can't wait. I'm building. I got a brand new book that I'm writing for next year. I'm locked in and I'm cutting all distractions. Not just friends, but that's even social media. I unfollow Shade Room. I unfollow Spiritual Word. I unfollow all these IG big booty models. I'm being real. I'm cutting all distractions. Why? Because God has called me to more in this season. And then I am what I think, and I become what I consume. That's why I built a library in my home office. Because I'm cutting distractions and I'm only welcoming in people and things that's going to help me accomplish what I want to do. And one of the tools that you all should get is like my wealth calculator. It's a great way to get started. It's a great way to get started. And so if I had to start all the way over in 2025, if I had to change places with some of you all who are making $60,000, $70,000 a year, $50,000 a year, $100,000 a year, and saying, hey man, I want more for my family. The very first thing I'm doing, man, listen. I'm dialing in for right now. Here's number 2. I'm getting serious about investing. I'm getting so serious about investing. Recently, I did some research for school because y'all, man, I'm super excited, man. I'm May 10th, man, I'll be graduating. May 10th, I'll be graduating my bachelor's in finance and banking. I finished that program last year, but at HBCUs, well, some of them, they only have one graduation. So I had to wait till this May to graduate. And I'm currently enrolled in my executive MBA program right now, and I'll be graduating next May. from Virginia Union. And so, man, I'm extremely, extremely excited. But while I was just doing some research and just doing schoolwork and also an adjunct professor, so I got to make sure that I'm teaching the right stuff. So I'm in a little bit more. Nearly 34% of African Americans are investing. Close to 50-something% of white people are investing. 13, I think it was right around, they said in between 11 and 13% of African Americans have received some level of inheritance from investing. But close to 40%, it's right around 38% of Caucasians have received, watch this, received an inheritance from investments. You see, when we're talking about becoming a net worth millionaire, I don't only want to be a net worth millionaire simply for my self-gain. I want to be a net worth millionaire. I want to be worth $1 million. Listen to the words that I'm saying. I don't want to just make $1 million. I want to be worth $1 million. Oh my gosh, this is not even on my notes. Oh my gosh. I don't want to just make $1 million. I know a lot of people who make $1 million, but they're not worth $1 million. You know why they're not worth $1 million? Because they don't invest the money. They got the Louis, they got the Gucci, they got the Prada, they got the Chanel, they drive in the Rolls Royce, you know what I'm saying? They're living in a nice high rise. They got the ladies, they got the guys. They make $1 million a year. But can't say that. Can't say that. But I know people out there who make $10, $20 million a year, and I don't make $10, $20 million a year. Let me say this right now. My company doesn't make $10 or $20 million a year because Anthony O'Neill does not make $1 million a year. And we got to be very real about this, especially when we hear influencers who are out there saying, man, I'm a multi-millionaire. Okay, great. Are you worth a multi-million, or does your company make a multi-million dollars a year? Because my company makes multi-million dollars a year, yes. But Anthony, I'm not paying myself $1 million a year. Anthony O'Neill does not make $1 million a year. My company is not at a point to where he can pay me that. It's not there. Now, we're making a lot of money. We're making millions. And with the help of my financial advisor and my CPA, Shania and Jadeka, man, my life is well off. I'm great. I'm excited. But man, I'm investing right now, man. I'm investing. Because I'm getting serious about investing, and I want y'all to get serious about investing. You know why? Because your money should be working harder than you. I'm gonna say it one more time. Your money should be working harder than you. I'm gonna say it one more time. I need y'all to get this. You should not be working harder than your money. Your money should be working harder for you. And if your money is only making you smile by buying you something, it is not working harder to eventually get you off of your job. It's not working harder to eventually get you to retire. It's not working harder to eventually get you to a place to where you can start investing into a company. You're wasting your time. Because I'm always pushing saving. I'm always pushing investing to a high yield savings account. But here's the truth. Saving is great and saving is important, but you'll never outsave inflation. You need to invest the money and let compound interest do the heavy lifting. Not you. You should not be waking up, going to work at 9 a.m., getting off at 5 p.m., picking up your kids, situating your kids at home, feeding them. And then for the wives, man, for my sisters, man, I feel for y'all, because then y'all got to you got to be a wife. You got to come over here and take care of me. You know what I'm saying? Like you are working hard. And then some of us are working 9 to 5, picking up the kids, dropping them off at auntie's house, grandmama house, friend's house, and then going back and working 5 to 9. You're working harder than your money. And if you're watching this live, if you're watching this on the replay, I want you to put in the comments, if you're sick and tired of working hard, put I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired. I don't know about y'all, but I was sick and tired working 3 jobs when I was getting out of debt. And watch this, when I first launched my business, I was sick and tired of working hard as I was. And even to this day, some days I get like, I'm sick and tired of working hard. And I'm always sitting back and ask myself, okay, listen, I'm 40 today. I'll be 41 July 1st of 2025. I have 9 years. I have 9 more years of this. By 50, I'm going to be married with at least 1 child. By 55, me and my wife and my kids, we're going to be living half in America, half in Ghana. By the time my kids graduate high school and they go up to college, me and my wife, we living in Ghana and visiting America. Like, I already have the vision. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leverage the compound interest to help me build the vision. I'm not going to leverage a BMW. I'm not going to leverage a Bentley. I'm not going to leverage, a Birkin bag. Hopefully I'm saying it right. No. I'm not going to leverage this stuff. No, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a strategy in place that's going to help me invest more. And this is the thing that I'm so excited about. I'm going all over the place right here, but we got time today. We got time today. We got time. You see, the earlier you start investing, the less you have to invest over time. The earlier you start, the less you will have to invest over time. Say one more time. The earlier you start, the less you will have to invest. Have to, as in like, oh my God, I gotta invest more. I gotta invest more. I gotta invest more to catch up. No. If you start earlier today, you can invest at a certain percentage of your income, and that certain percentage will get you to a place. You see, one of the things that I've been doing is I partnered with a company called Moomoo. You see, Moomoo is allowing you to get anywhere between 5 to 30 free stocks by simply putting anything in there between $100 up to $2,000. Depending on how much you put in there, $100 get you like 5 stocks, $2,000 can get you anywhere right around 20 to 30 stocks. We're going to put their comments inside of the section below, inside of our description below. I'm sorry. I need to slow down. I'm getting excited. But man, I get this question asked all the time. Anthony, how can I, who should I talk to? And man, I've met so many financial advisors, and I'm going to say something that's going to probably get some of these financial advisors upset with me. But a lot of our financial advisors out there, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them, I'm going to say this one more time, not all of them. I'm going to say it one more time so it's super clear. Not all financial advisors, but a lot of financial advisors do not care about your investment. They only care about the products that they can sell that will get them paid. So one of the things that I'm doing is, man, I went back to school to get the education. We've built a community of a little over 2.2 million people. I wanted to get the education because this fall, I'm going to be mentoring people and helping them become money coaches. Because I believe that I can't touch all of you all one-on-one. The truth of the fact is, man, I want to help over millions of families eradicate over $500 million in debt within the next 10 years. My platform here at the table, we're averaging about $2 million in debt gone every single year from people within our E3 community. But I want to see Black and brown sisters within the next 10 years, before I turn 50, we've helped families across America pay off over $500 million in debt. And I can't do that by myself. And not just all paying off $500 million in debt, I want to see us on the opposite end raise. Once we get rid of $500 million, we've also helped raise $500 million in investments, $500 million going towards wealth building. So I need help. And so this fall, I'm going to be mentoring people who want to become a coach, who want to build a money coach business. And I'm super excited about that. And so listen, I'm just dropping that in your ear right now because it's coming. And I want to build a community of people who are passionate about helping people. And as you're helping people and as you're helping people make an impact, you're getting income because of the impact that you're making. So listen, go to anthonyoneal.com/Moomoo, start investing into that app. And then if you're saying, hey, Ayo, I'm really loving this idea of becoming, in your community and helping Black and brown people, and really help all people. But I have a heart for Black and brown people, I really want to do that. And so I want to get rid of this get rich quick mindset that's happening within our community. We have so many influencers. I'm like talking about, yo, let me help you make $1 million in a day. Yo, let me help you $1 million in a week, in a month. And I'm all for all that. But why in the hell are you going after crypto? There's another study that came out and said African-American Black people are more likely to invest into crypto before they invest into a 401k. I said, what the hell? And it's, you know why? It's because Black people, we want the get rich quick money, but we don't want the patient money. We want the microwave lifestyle, but we don't want that smoker lifestyle, that good smoker with charcoal in it, to where, you know, you're smoking a little longer, right? But by the time you get done, you good. I have the smoker mentality because real wealth takes time. And I don't believe in chasing shortcuts. I believe in thinking long term. Wealthy people play the long game first. And once they have an established system and routine for the long game, then yes, they'll invest into crypto. Yes, they'll invest into day trading. Yes, they'll go out there and put some of the money over here and try that. But it's not that over a strategy that guarantees, for the most part, wealth building. So if they're focused on that, we should too. We should be focused on that. We should be focusing on making sure that our credit's straight. And as a matter of fact, I want you to check out my friends over there at Kickoff, because Kickoff is doing some amazing things. I have used them and they have helped my life. Check them out real quick.
All right, fam, let's have a heart to heart. You all know that I'm all about helping you get your money. But let me ask you this question. How's your credit report looking? And if you're being honest and you're saying, you know what, Ayo, I need some help, well, listen, I got something for you. Listen, I know credit can feel like this big confusing thing, but with Kickoff, it doesn't have to be. They've designed a super simple, affordable way to help you build your credit, whether you're just starting out or need to bounce back from a rough patch. Here's how it works. Kickoff reports to the major credit bureaus to help you establish a positive credit history. And you can get started for as little as $5 a month. No credit check, no crazy interest fees at all, no hidden fees, so just a straightforward way to improve your financial standing. And here's why it matters the most, because it is not just about a number, it is about financial freedom and doors opening up for you. Do you want that dream apartment? Do you want lower car insurance and even better job prospects? It all starts with making sure you have a good credit profile. So don't wait. Head over to anthonyoneil.com/kickoff. That's anthonyoneil.com/KIKOFF and start your first month for just as little as $1. Listen, it's anthonyoneil.com/kickoff, KIKOFF. You get it for $1. Let's get you some lower rates, especially in 2025.
But y'all, listen, go check out my friends over there at anthonyoneil.com/kickoff. Right now, remember, we're positioning ourselves for wealth building. Right? Key ways for wealth building is real estate. And every single month, we're bringing on my friends over there at Coalition Group, and we're teaching you all how to still get into the real estate property, how to still get into a home, even with this high interest rate. It doesn't break your bag. But the last thing you want is a bad credit score. So if you have anything less than a 720, you need to go check out my friends over there at Kickoff so they can help you get your credit score up, so that way you can get into a mortgage for the lowest interest rate possible during today's day and time. All right, which leads me up to number 3. Let me drink some more of this Popeye. I like this Popeye, whatever they call it. I love this drink right here. It's good for the gut. I gotta get rid of this gut, y'all. Y'all pray for your boy. If you're not watching this on YouTube, this year, not this year, but yeah, this year I'm getting rid of it, man. Because when I go on book tour next year, ooh-wee, I'm trying to be cut. Trying to be like my boy Ed, you know. So my boy Ed, well, I can't be like him. He like 6'10", slim, and he only eat plants. I'm gonna still eat chicken though. This next one, I say this with all of my heart, with love. And that's number 3. Stop taking advice from financially irresponsible people. I think it was earlier this year. I told you all that I missed out on a love of my life. I made a dumb mistake. And you know why? Number one, it was because there was some immaturity in me. I'm being real, right? There was some immaturity in me that I had to be honest about. Part of that immaturity side of me was listening to an irresponsible man who was a pastor and at that time was married. And I looked up to that man. I was like, man, you have a wife, you have this big church, you have this beautiful home, you got a beautiful family. But I never talked to his wife. And I was getting advice from an irresponsible married man. This man was cheating on his wife. This man was sleeping with a younger lady while married to an amazing woman and had a beautiful family. Still to this day, has a great church. And because I listened to his advice while thinking that that was the right thing to do, and I really wasn't getting the correct picture of his fruit, I made irresponsible and dumb decisions that unfortunately ended something with an amazing woman. To this day, I'm healed and I'm happy about where she is and who she's with. And man, she's going to make an amazing wife. She's going to make an amazing mother. And respectfully saying this, some of y'all hit up my DM and asked me who it was, and respectfully saying it's none of your business. I don't want to put that business out there. I'm just being transparent. I'm happy, right? But the truth of the fact is, some of you all are taking advice from people who don't have their finances together. You see them with the nice cars. You see them with the nice hair, ladies. You see them with the Chanel purse. You see him with the image looking good. But the truth of the fact, you don't see what's behind the closed doors. And you don't see the fruit that they carry. Listen, this may be your mama. This may be your dad. This may be this could be your pastor. This could be, your home girl. Listen, I got homies. I got friends who I love, but I would never listen to their financial advice. I got homies and I got home girls and I got people who I love, but I would never listen to their relationship advice. I got people who've never who's never built a business, but they got so much business advice that I would never listen to them. You know why? Because your circle influences your success. And if you want to be wealthy, if you want to change your financial situation, you need to be mindful of who's speaking into your life. I talk about this in my latest book, Take Your Seat at the Table. How to live a life full of authenticity around freedom, wellness, right? And inside of the book, one of the chapters I'm talking about, auditing who you listen to. Audit who has your ear. If they're struggling financially, they should not be in your ears. If they've been through 2, 3, 4 divorces and still not married, they should not be in your ears. One of my friends was asking me the other day, was like, man, we should start a relationship show. I said, I'm not doing that. I've never been married. I don't have any kids. So clearly, what I'm doing when it comes to a relationship, I'm not saying I'm a horrible person, but it hasn't worked. And so while I'm still single, and it's not a disease that I'm single, it's not a curse that I'm single. Yes, have I made all the right decisions while I was single? Heck no, but show me one person who's been single and who's made all of the right choices. Show me that one person. I don't care if they are a virgin. Show me a virgin who's been single, who's made all the right choices. Because you're not going to find a millionaire who's built millions and didn't make any wrong choices with their money. So for me, what I've learned is if I don't see fruit, if I don't see substance of your advice, before you give me the advice, I can respect you and I can honor you, but I can't listen to it. So you need to audit who you're listening to. You need to follow proven experts, proven people who have done the job. Watch this. And not just done the job. I'm going to say this. I'm going to get in some trouble. Not just done the job when it was easy to do the job. What do I mean? It's easy to abstain if you're the only person in the room. It's easy not to spend nothing if you ain't got no money to spend and you're staying at the house. No, show me when you had the opportunity. What decision did you make? I don't want to see you winning in the good times. No, when it was 2008, when the world was struggling, how did you succeed? Not succeed, Lord Jesus. How did you succeed? What did you do? When the stock market crashed, what did you do? Right now, with inflation going up, what are you doing and how is it working? Y'all got to keep learning from shows like this, shows from like Dave Ramsey, the Ramsey podcast. You got to keep listening to shows like the George Camel Show, the shows like Minority Mindset, the shows like Earn Your Leisure, the shows who else is out there that you have out there that's doing some great shows, man? Lewis Howes, Amy Porterfield, Jenna Kutcher, what's some other shows out there that's doing real good right now, man? I don't know, but it's like I can't name everybody, right? You know, you got to get with people who are not just trying to look like they've been through. No, they've been through it. And you gotta get with people who are vulnerable and honest. Because if you look at me, vulnerable and honest, man, I'm gonna tell y'all the mistakes I made just last week. I don't care. I'm human and I'm here to help you. That's why I wrote the book, Take Your Seat at the Table. Because I want you to be careful with social media advice. Just because someone has followers doesn't mean they have facts. Oh my gosh. You got to verify the source. You have to seek mentorship. Find someone who has built wealth and learn from them directly. That's one of the main reasons why I went back to school is because, yeah, I built the followers, but I want to make sure that you all know that I went back to school. That's why I've been very vocal. I had some of my mentors say, man, I wouldn't tell the people you're going back to school. I'm like, why not? No, I want them to know that I don't take them subscribing to my YouTube channel lightly. I don't take them listening to my podcast lightly. I don't take that them following me on Instagram and subscribing to my email list and going to my website. And yo, I'm just blown away. I just got an email from our website company saying, yo, you got to go up to the next price. You have over 50,000 people coming to your website every single month, and they're reading the articles because every single day, Monday through Friday, we're dropping brand new articles and free resources and free calculators to help you all out, and you all have been killing it. And I say, yo, I don't want to mismanage what God has given me as an influencer in the year 2025. Because the truth of the fact is, influencers in 2025 are becoming the celebrities, the movie stars in 1990s. And so I don't want to mismanage this opportunity. So I'm like, God, how do I do this? Go back and get the education to make sure that you're studying deeper and you are showing the people, I'm going to study myself to show that you can trust me. I'm going to go back to school, not just get my bachelor's in finances, but I have a heart for the church. So I'm getting my MBA in church management so I can help churches build wealth and stop having to ask you for a daggone offering. I said it. So if I'm building wealth this year, I'm not listening to YouTubers and TikTokers who have not done it. Just because they got on YouTube, jumped on ChatGPT, and they got ChatGPT to say something nice, man, they ain't built nothing. They built the course, and because you bought the course, now they're a millionaire. But before then, what did they build? Before y'all even subscribed to a YouTube channel, I had a job and I got out of debt. Before y'all even listened to an audio podcast, before there was an Anthony O'Neill at the table, Anthony O'Neill was busting his butt, working the debt snowball, saving money, investing money. I was working it before there was an Anthony on it. Let me be quiet. All I'm simply saying is if I'm going to start all the way over again this year in 2025 and I'm going to build wealth, I'm going to love people, I'm going to respect people, but not everybody will have access to my ears. Because what comes in your ears, watch this, goes to your mind. What's in your mind infiltrates down to your heart, and then what's in your heart is going to come right back out of you. That's why I cut distractions first. Because I want to make sure that what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing, I'm not saying that everything is going to be right. No, I still like a little bit of drama. No, I still like action movies. No, I'm still going to watch, I'm still going to do it. Do I still go to the shade room every now and then, like once a month? I do. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I know I can't consume it every day. I can't. Do I like seeing beautiful women? I'm a single man. Yes, but I can't consume that every single day and be focused on my assignment. So I gotta cut distractions. I gotta limit who has access to my eyes and to my ears. And watch this, here's the last thing. I got to really focus on having multiple streams of income. Because here's the truth, with today's economy, with the cost of living going up, one paycheck will not make you a millionaire. But multiple income streams that turn into wealth streams will. So one more time. I think a lot of times in the Black community, we get so focused on having multiple income streams, and that's all it is. That is streams that require our time in exchange for money. No. The strategy is, how do we go from multiple income streams that those multiple income streams now go into wealth building streams? Because income streams requires time. Wealth streams require a little bit of my time. Pause. When you hear people say that I have streams of income that requires no time, show me one. I got real estate. It requires some of your time. It may not require, every single day, every single week, every single month, but it requires some of your time. Because if you're going to be a home owner and you're going to be renting out homes, you need to check with the management company. Make sure all the numbers are correct. Make sure that your houses are straight. You need to go walk through the houses. It may take you maybe, when I'm thinking about all the hours added up, it may take you, a week of your time out of a year. It's not a whole lot of time at all, right? But that's a wealth stream that doesn't require a lot of your time at all. But an income stream, you only get paid for the hours that you put in. A wealth stream is, no, we're going to pay you for what you're worth. We're not going to pay you for the hours. No, we're going to pay you, if this house is worth this, we're going to pay you for what it's worth. Income stream is, I got to go to job, work 5 hours, I make $10 an hour, so here's $50 for your 5 hours. That's income streams. You see, wealthy people do not rely on just one source of income. If one dries up, the others keep them afloat. I want you to get intentional about building wealth beyond your 9 to 5. We got to get out of the mindset of 5 to 9, which is why I'm working on this big project where I'm going to be creating coaches where they can add another $15,000 to $20,000. And some of them, a lot of them, honestly, are going to make 6 figures and end up doing this full time, right? So here's the very first thing you gotta do: invest into some assets. Rental properties are a great starting point, and real estate remains one of the most powerful wealth building tools. I recently bought my guys from Coalition Group properties on the show to break down how everyday people just like you can get started in real estate. My goal in featuring them regularly is to simplify the process so my E3 family members like yourself can take action with confidence and start building real, lasting wealth through real estate. One of the key things I've really been focusing on is scaling strategically, right? I don't want you to overwhelm yourself by trying to do everything at once. I want you to focus on building one income stream at a time. I want you to master it and then expand it. I was just talking with one of my mentors, and man, he's one of the most brilliant men who I know. He gave me 5 brilliant ideas, and I wasn't going to say something, but I was like, man, I got to say something. And I said, hey man, you have 5 amazing ideas, but you haven't successfully accomplished one. So I want to encourage you to successfully accomplish one. Focus on one stream, build it. My friend and my brother, Pastor Stephen Chandler, he and I, we talk at least, if not every day, every other day. And man, he said something to me that made me smile. And this is why I have it in today's show. He said, Anthony, you know what's one thing that you've done that a lot of people have not done? I said, what's that? You focused on one thing. You focused on your YouTube channel. You didn't focus on so many different ideas. You said, hey, how can I build this and make this better before opening up a studio? How can I build this and make this better and strong and build it into a strong revenue stream to where at a point to where now YouTube requires maybe about 30% of my attention, because I built a great team with Michelle, with Ed, with CJ, and with Alex, who are on the team. And they pretty much do a lot of the hard work for YouTube. So it allows me 70% of my time to come focus on school, 7% of my time to come focus on the YouTube, not YouTube, on the studio, getting that up and running. And then when this is up and running, Ed is going to be pretty much the main guy that runs the studio, to where y'all, if you're watching this and if you're in the DMV area, man, we have an amazing studio here. I believe it is one of the best studios in America because we're moving with excellence. One of my slogans is going to be, man, come get a Bentley experience for a Lexus cost. Say it one more time. Come get a Bentley experience for the cost of an Lexus. And so I want to encourage you all that if you're in the DMV area, to come check out our studios. It's going to be opening up April 15th, where you can come and book, shoot a podcast, shoot content, shoot a story, shoot reels, shoot TikToks, record your YouTube show. If you got to do interviews, if you just want to come in here and do some talking heads, man, this podcast is going to be absolutely amazing. But this is one of the revenue streams that I'm building that I've been able to focus on because I saw a void in the marketplace of excellence. So I built that. Everything is about being strategic, and strategic also means timing. Just because you have a good idea doesn't mean the time is right. No. Take your time and do it right, and stay focused on your journey instead of comparing it to others, right? Because you don't know the hell that they've been through. You don't know even if they're winning right now. But here's the truth. This YouTube channel, winning. We had our best month in the month of March, ever. We had over 52,000 new followers last month. Welcome to the family. It's because we're moving with excellence and we've just dialed in. We stopped bringing on so many guests. And if we bring on a guest, it's because that guest can bring substance to your life. And that's the bonus I want to leave you with. Because if you want millionaire results, you have to develop millionaire habits. And one of the things for me is just, I've really been on my team. Number one, I tell my team, we got to move with excellence. Just because it looks okay is not enough for me. Just because my money looks okay. I mean, I got enough to survive. I got enough to pay my rent, pay my mortgage. I got enough to buy some groceries. I got enough to, pay for my Honda Accord. I got enough, but I don't have a surplus to thrive. I don't have a surplus to where this summer I can take my kids to Israel. I can take my kids to Ghana. I can take my kids to Paris. I don't have enough, but they'll be all right because we're going to put them in a small little camp and I'm going to go here and keep working my 2 jobs. No. I want excellence. I want to be the very best. I don't care if the average person won't recognize it. My team says that to me all the time. Well, the average person won't recognize it. But if I recognize it, we can do better. And I'm like that with me. You walk into my house, man, I can do better over there. I could do, I could do a little bit better. Millionaires desire excellence. They want to be the very best. And watch this. When I say they want to be the very best, they're not stressing about being the very best. But if they see something that could be better that they can do, then they do it. Number 2, they're disciplined. Okay? Success isn't just about motivation. It's about being consistent and thinking long term. I'm not chasing instant gratification. I could have had the studio open up a year ago. A year ago, I put about $250,000 into the studio. Why? Because I want excellence. I don't want quick money. No. I want whatever comes out of this studio to be equivalent to what you all see on my show. That's why I waited to save up cash to buy the best cameras that my team tells me is on the market. That's why every studio has one of the best teleprompters in the world. That's why every studio has a glass, see-through glass, where they can see into the control room, because I didn't want the camera people inside of their rooms because it makes the room very crowded. No. I want excellence. That's why this studio has a green room that has full refreshments, a barber, hair chair in there, makeup. I mean, when you look at the studio, it's excellence because I want it to be consistent with what I desire. It's discipline. And watch this. Millionaires live below their means. They don't spend all their money because they can't be worth $1 million and live above their means. Can't be. Because if they spent everything, they wouldn't be worth $1 million. They'll make $1 million, but they wouldn't be worth $1 million. I could have been bought stuff for the studio, but you know what? I said, man, I got to live below my means. And as I'm living below my means, I'm going to set aside money. I'm going to set aside money. And my team will tell you, it was probably about like a month and a half ago, I told them, hey, I'm ready. We need to go. I got the money. I got it saved up. This is what we need to do. Don't go broke trying to look rich, y'all. Don't go broke trying to even chase your dreams. Protect your time. Every minute wasted is money left on the table. Operate with excellence. Show up as the best version of yourself every single day. And I promise you, God will bless you. Christopher Rice once said this: every day is a bank account, and time is our currency. No one is rich. No one is poor. We've got 24 hours each. Woo! Oh, that's so good. Let's say it one more time. Say it one more time, because I'm trying to understand me. Understand this. Every day is a bank account, and time is our currency. So no one is rich, no one is poor, but we all have 24 hours each. How are you cashing in those 24 hours? Is this cashing them in to get the latest and greatest on what's happening with Diddy? Is this you're going to cash in so you can talk about Marvin Sapp? Let me say this. Let me say this about my brother Marvin Sapp. I know Marvin. I've known Marvin personally for years. I'm not saying that he's perfect, because nobody is perfect, but the man does move and operate with character and integrity. And what I saw in that video, that wasn't the first time. As a black man who grew up in black churches, do you know how often we could not go to the bathroom? We could not leave. The ushers would not let us out during offering time. I said, this is why I block out the world. This is why I read the book, The Courage to Be Disliked, because what I'm saying right now, everyone is saying, oh my God, he shouldn't have asked for that. Nah, man, if you're being real, and if you're a black person who was raised in a black church, that what he did, I grew up with that. Now, is that something that I would say and do today if I was a pastor? No, it's not. It's not, for sure. But my pastors growing up did it. And didn't do it just one time. It was the norm. And to this day, there are still pastors and churches where the ushers and security will not let you come up if you're still walking around, because some churches are still walking around putting offering inside the offering bucket, especially your traditional churches. Now, my pastor doesn't do that, because my pastor really don't raise an offering. He spends maybe, Union Church, we spend maybe a minute, 2 minutes on raising an offering, right? And so there is no passing buckets. It's you give electronically and you go on about your life, right? But in the traditional churches, yeah, man. I don't know why I just went on there, But if you're going to be a millionaire, do those 4 things plus that bonus. I went way over my time. We're trying to hit 30 minutes. I'm so sorry. But I just felt led to really just do a little bit more teaching on this. Y'all don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to join this amazing community. We're giving away $30,000. And I would love for you to be one of the people I give $10,000 to, all right? Help us hit our goal of 1 million by July 1st. And if I don't hit it by July 1st, hey man, that's a God thing, right? But I believe that we come together, we can hit 1 million and we can change the world together. All right, we'll see you in the next show. Peace out.